Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel Quaint Cosmos. You know, some tiny microbes smaller than a speck of dust can actually produce electricity. Yes, this is right. Microbes are producing, means they are capable of producing electricity. And since they are capable of producing electricity, so some mechanism must be behind that fact. And we can easily say that no doubt electrons are being transferred by those microbes. This is happening, that's why electricity is being produced by those microbes. So you know, some bacteria are there called, they are known as actually electrogenic microbes. They are able to transfer electrons outside of their cells, and this unique ability produces electrical current. The most well-known microbes in this category is known as Geobacter sulfur reductions. Geobacter sulfur reductions. And these are often found in soils and sediments. And you know, certain microbes are there, they produce electricity. Again, we are talking about right now those Geobacter sulfur reductions, they also produce electricity. But in case of other microbes, they need oxygen. During respiration, they release electrons. Those electrons could also be used to produce a usable electrical current. But they use oxygen during their respiration process. And the result is what? A result is transfer of electrons from their cells. And here, in the case of Geobacter sulfur reductions, these microbes, they produce electrons. Means they transfer electrons outside of their cells, but here in this case, oxygen is not required. Actually, what happens in this case, when they digest organic compounds, they release electrons. Yes, when they digest organic compounds, they release electrons, and those electrons are pushed out of the cell by specialized proteins or tiny filaments known as nanowires. So here oxygen is not required. Proteins or the tiny filaments are playing the role of transferring those electrons outside of the cell. That means they actually push the electrons to go out of the cells. Okay. And these electrons actually can be deposited onto any metal surface or electrodes. So actually this brings us to the concept of MFCs, that is microbial fuel cells. Microbial fuel cells means in this device what is there? Anode is there, cathode is there. So in the anode chamber, microbes are housed with organic waste. Waste is normally used here, okay? Means organic compounds are there where microbes are kept. And where microbes are kept? In the anode chamber. So when the microbes feed, okay, in that case electrons are produced. And through a current carrying wire, those electrons reach to the cathode. And we can use that thing, means that way we are getting electricity. Since anode is there, cathode is there, electrons are reaching to the cathode, so we can use that electricity. That means that becomes actually usable electrical power. And since the microbes feed that waste, for example, wastewater. So if you use wastewater inside the anode chamber, in that case also same thing will happen. So since the microbes are feeding the waste, means organic compounds available in wastewater, that means you are actually cleaning the water that way. So here you can see that microbes are playing dual role. It's a double win case. Dual role, because electricity is being produced by the microbes. Again, cleaning is also done of the waste. That's why we are calling that it's a double win for the environment. Anyway, so you can see that electricity is being produced by the microbes, and at present still means challenges still remain. Okay, what is the requirement? What are the challenges? Improving efficiency and scalability of those MFC devices, means microbial fuel cells. Okay, but at present they are being used in remote areas to power small sensors. Again, in case of underwater equipments, in case of underwater equipments, batteries are required, and replacing those batteries is very difficult. So in such cases, these MFCs are being used at present. Again, some researchers are also using the same power generated that way using MFCs. They are using the same power to charge mobile phones. Okay, again in wastewater treatment plants also the same thing is being used. Wastewater treatment plants. So they are producing electricity as well as cleaning the water. Okay. So this was all about today's topic. Okay. And what? If you found this video fascinating, so please like, share and subscribe to our channel. And very soon we are going to see means in our houses. Maybe in future in our houses we could be able to use the same power. Okay. Anyway, so this was all about today's topic, and this is the end of this video. Thanks for watching.